The city's North Shore. This is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Big 13. Big 13. Turtles up. Stop.
Right to the air, Burrow. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On one, ready?
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Gun. Got. 180. Raise up. 11. Got.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. They're cobbled together a yard there. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go. 180. Turtles up. Stop.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That's the first down, and he's still going. Burrow gets enough for that first down, and then smartly gets down to avoid the hit.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Raise hot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with 2nd down.
Raise hot. 11. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler.
On one, right?
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Let's get set. Right 80. Hot.
On first down, here's Burrow. On it to the yearly, picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down.
Hot. Right 80. Hot. Hot.
Again, it's Burrow. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
On third down, here's Burrow. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. But a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Rodgers off the play action. Avoids the sack. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Can. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here we go. Big 13. Big dot.
Brown on the inside give. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
10 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go. 180. Right side.
Burrow to the air now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right side. 11. Back.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's get set. 180. Right side.
First down, Burrow to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 180. Right side. Back.
On the ground, Brown. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Back.
From the red zone now. Throw caught at the 6.
Here we go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
12.
And they're going to throw, no spike, trying to catch him off guard. And the fake spike works. They fooled the defense, and he reaches the end zone for a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
your career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Keeps away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage at really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Rodgers from the gun. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Taking a chance to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Start. Right 80. Right shot. 12. Start.
Carried by Spears to start the drive. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's get set. Stop. Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Burrow now on 1st down. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ball forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And you do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. Now he's past the 25. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Out of the backfield, he was looking for Tajay Spears there. And that'll bring up second down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Stop. Right 80. Right stop. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's going to have them up to that 23. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To the air on first down. Rogers. He puts some air under this one. Right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with this speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now after after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bengals send running back Chase Brown, getting set to begin another drive here. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season.
Gun. Cut.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Bengals, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Cincinnati.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's get set. Hey, can. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
From the gun, it gets to Brown. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we
They
go.
have second down behind the sticks.
180. Wake up. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He puts a man under it deep down the left. That one connects. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 7.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Dante Kent with a return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here. Massive hit. The ball is out. Now the Bengals have it. And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with 1st and goal.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they had a nice present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal.
Here we go. Big 13.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Escapes the pocket. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Steelers 7. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kent on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right, we talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch made by Austin. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's second down coming up.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Escapes the defender. Breaks through and breaks away. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop.
And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
All right, here we go. Second down. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on a quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Rodgers set to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. On the move, hit it right. Now here he goes. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's running for it. Rodgers slides down and he picks up the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and goal, Warren. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Here's another for him. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. 3rd and long for him here. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Roswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Right shot.
Burrow from the gun. Finds Chase on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
First down, Burrow to throw. Right back to Chase. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. Cut! Cut!
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Gun, gun. Cut! Right 80. Cut!
They'll try it right with Brown. Running in the red zone. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 13-point lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Steelers 14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kent on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
He's going to pull this one down and run with it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a game 20. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Rodgers off the play action. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers thrown again on second. Finds Woods. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
It's a game of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Rodgers from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
What is it, Kate, they say about luck? Isn't luck the crossroads of preparation and opportunity? Well, that's exactly what the safety's done today. Put himself in the right spots and taken advantage. First, recovers the fumble, and now in front of an open lane to get his first sack of the game.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season, no sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. Can.
Now the shotgun again to Spears. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run in 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Right 80.
Good on seconds, it's Brown. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
11 empty. Down. 180. Dot. Stop.
Burrow trying on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. It's a race down the right side. To the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 3-possession game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kent on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down after a short game.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They send a tight end in motion. It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 31. Now Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So they get dings for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest.
On 1, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
180. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause.
On 1, ready?
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. The left side, and Gesicki has it. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got Gesicki complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. To throw again. It's Burrow. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. So they can try for some points going into the break. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This 42 yards from the right half. Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, did... Round as we get set for quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kent on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Sends to the line. Second down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's DK on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Steelers set to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Behind. Right behind.
Here's Brown to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Brown again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 180. Stop.
No throw. 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets.
27 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Stop.
First down carry for Brown. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. A tackle made at the 47. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
They'll run again with Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Gun. Stop. Hey, can. Stop.
Drop play. This is Spears. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Steelers offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. First guy he had no gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
To throw, Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They send the tight end in motion. Rodgers going to throw on first. He finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Warren here from the gun. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard
Play
line.
action here with Rodgers. Completed left side to Smith. And they take him down right along the 30.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
On 2nd down, Warren. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. He's the all-pro who hauled him down, Trey Hendrickson.
Hendrickson on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Rodgers from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game.
Bengals 35. Steelers 21.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Carried by Spears to start the drive. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
32-yard line. On one, right?
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Stop.
From the gun, it gets to Brown. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. All on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
On one, ready?
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Right 80. 11, 11. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll have it down at the 44-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
12. Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And when you say century mark for a pass catcher, you're usually thinking single game yards, right? Well, he's just reached a different and more prestigious century mark. That was his 100th catch this season. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's get set. Right 80. Right up. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Right back to Chase. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Right 80. Right 80. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though?
On one, ready?
Recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Stop.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch made over the middle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go.
4-yardage run here for Brown. And he won't get back to the line run. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? But more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Ball carrier. Logan Wilson on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 29-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. Keeps it moving. DK Metcalf. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
Steelers 28.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Start.
Burrow out of the shotgun. This ball's caught by Spears. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Dot.
Burrow to the air now. Burrow left side, and Gesicki has it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
It's a nickel look for the Steelers here on third.
Here we go. Right 80. Right up.
From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Working out of the gun, here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down, they need 7. Throw here, third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On first down, Ward. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
The city just made it sweet. People diabetic, they mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome to New Orleans with the etiquette and LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on,
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On third down, here's Johnson. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
A 19-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
180.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's Burrow. Burrow's caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go, here we go. Big shot.
Brown on the inside give. Great decision to bounce this outside, Brock. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 180. Nice hot. Hot. Hot.
Going with Brown on the ground. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Down at the 23-yard
Here we go, here we
line.
go. 180. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. Rolling left, buying some time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an applause. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
180. Nice hot. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Brown on 1st and goal. And he gets in, touchdown! The Bengals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
25. Steelers, 31.
Yeah, really with I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, million bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all illegal, basically putting working on the phone. Either that or try the money more to make it pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. They motion the tight end over. Blitz coming for Rodgers. On him quick, and they bring it down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring it down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4th.
Mike Tomlin never afraid to tell the officials how he feels, and he's got the challenge flag out.
Is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. Unfortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
Mike Tomlin shaking his head. That challenge is unsuccessful. Run with Brown. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
12. Here we go. Right 80. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Brown on the carry. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it...
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals have likely locked up the win right there.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
McPherson to add the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
52. Steelers 31. McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw, Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Desperation time here. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And that's a quick stop there before he can do anything with it. That tackle forces the turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go. 180. 12. Stop.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bengals ready to move to a perfect 10-0. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now it's Brown. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Third and just 2 to go.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
Here's Brown again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
180. Place hot.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bengals.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Bengals take this one on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.